Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's nice to have you here again. So today we'll be looking at the profitability of Fidelity Bank Nigeria. So Fidelity Bank is a renowned bank in Nigeria, and they're under the banking and finance industry. So we would be reviewing and evaluating the profitability of this company, and as you see here on this chart, this is a line chart that is revealing the profitability over 10 years, which is from 2014 to 2023. So we could see two lines here, one in orange and the other in blue. So the orange line represents the revenue, and the blue line represents the net income for the particular year. So also we could see a trend line, the corresponding trend lines, and those trend lines we could see they are in an upward direction, meaning that there has been somewhat a consistent increase in both their revenue and the net income over the space of 10 years. So currently Fidelity Bank is actually issuing shares to investors for those who are interested in buying the shares. And as we see here, they're currently selling their shares for 9.75 naira. So if we look at their listing on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we'll see here that the price is actually 10.2 naira per share. So, and if we observe very well, let me take a zoom, we'll see here that we'll see 52 weeks high and 52-week low. So this is actually saying that in the last 52 weeks, the highest their share price has gone is 14.4 naira, and the least it has gone down, and the highest it has gone down is 6.4. So that's an average of 10.4. So in 52 weeks, it went down. The least it didn't go below 6.4. Pardon me. So in the last 52 weeks, it has not gone below 6.4, and in the last 52 weeks, it has not gone above 14.4, and that gives us an average of 10.4. So that is not bad a sign for a company share price. The fluctuation is not so dramatic. So here we see that consistently there has been an increase in both their revenue, and corresponding to that they also have an increasing net profit, as this chart would show us. So, but then how about we getting a clearer understanding of what a share actually is before we see? So let's just throw more light into their shares that is on sale. So because we see here, it's actually, if we Google, we see here, say buy Fidelity Bank shares. So it's actually on sales now out there, and you might be wanting to know, is it actually good to buy? Is it advisable to buy or not? Will it be a risk that is worthwhile? Well, this is a disclaimer, and although this video is designed to guide you, but then I would first advise that after you have watched this video and you're interested in buying the shares based on the information that this video provides, you are also advised to see an advisory before you consult an advisory before you go ahead and make the investments. Or even though this video is aimed at giving clarity and guiding you through some metrics that can inform your decisions based on your investment in this company. So let's review these charts properly. So from 2014 we could see how they began with, and these amounts are in millions. So they actually began with a revenue of 44 billion, but I'll focus more, instead of revenue, I'll focus more on the net profit. But then let me just throw a little light. So we could see here that the company has they are quite efficient in their generation of revenue. We could see how that they moved here, although there was some fluctuation, there was some decline in their generation of revenue, but that was just in a few years. We could see that the trend line is showing an upward trend when it comes to their revenue generation. And so they moved in 10 years from 44 billion to 207 billion, from 44 billion in 2014. From 2014 here we can see it here. So, and they moved down to 207 billion naira in 2023. So you can see that their growth is somewhat consistent, and their revenue is also corresponding to that growth. So in 2023 they had a revenue, a net profit of 99 billion naira, in contrast to what they began with in 2014. So you could see the consistency in their growth. So although the margins are not so they are not so dramatic, but then the consistency is actually key, and it's giving a sense of reliability for this company, how that you can actually rely on their operating efficiency. So also, if we go to the data sets, we would see that here I've computed the debt to equity ratio, and we see here that the debt to equity ratio is 0.75, and this is actually a very stable sign. This is a stable value, because any ratio from any ratio from 2 is what is considered not, it is high a value for, it's too high a metric for a debt to equity ratio to range from 1.5 to 2 upwards. But if it's within 0.5 and 1, it is actually a sign that the company is stable and in its operation. And if we see, I did a little chart here, we could see that 57% of the company is being run on external funds, debt, and then 43% of the company is being run on shareholders equity, and that's not so bad a thing to do. So this is actually revealing the efficiency of the company and the reliability. So if we go to the NGX, as the Nigeria Stock Exchange, and actually check some other metrics, we could see that this company's improvement has been quite consistent. Let's see, this is 28. Let me check later dates. So this is actually what you're seeing here right now is their financial statement. So I'm trying to see what their dividends looks like, what their dividends has been like in years past, how it has improved. So in case you are investing, you could see, you could know, you could get a glimpse of what to expect. So okay, I think this should do all right. Okay, this is 2023. I want to show a previous year so that you could see where they are coming from and what improvements have taken place. Okay, let me take a zoom here. I think I got this. This is for 2019. All right. So yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, here this is 2019. We could see the dividends that was paid for that particular year, 2019 and 2018. We could see that the dividend paid was 300 and it was actually 3.1 billion naira. So 3.1 billion naira in dividends was what they did in 2019. Now I'm trying to help you see the switch and the magnitude in the growth that has taken place between 2019 and 2023 in their dividend payment. So what I'm trying to help you see is how consistent their growth has been, even though it's not dramatically, the margin is not dramatically large, but the consistency is something is noteworthy. So let's see what happened and how much they pay in dividends in the year 2023. So let's take a zoom out, then we see 2023. Okay, here we go. So 2023, here we see we had 3.1 billion in 2019, remember, and now in 2023 we have, let me take a zoom in so that you can have a clearer glance rather. So okay, so we could see here that in 2022, in 2019, we saw that they paid 3.1 billion in dividends. Here in 2022, we can see they are paying 13 billion in dividends, and just in the space of 1 year, that has increased by 7 billion. So this could help us to forecast that, if this trend continue, which it is, with the probability of its continuity is quite on a high side, following the possibility of the trend in the other charts, in the line charts, because we can actually predict that this amount would go up in 2024. Now you see here that in 2023 what they paid in dividend was 20.8 billion, a difference of 7 billion from the previous year. So we could see there are other metrics that I could look at. So we could see that these metrics are actually showing a kind of green flag for this organization. But remember, I mentioned the fact that before you actually make your investment, before you actually buy their shares, you should seek further advice from professionals. Yeah, so let me give a glimpse, a clearer picture of what a share actually is for those of us that would. I think I didn't give enough clarity on that earlier on when I started this video. So if we go back to, okay, I think the network is bad. Let me just check from here. Oops. Okay, let's just go back to the chart. Network is acting funny. Okay, so now for the shares, what a share actually is a share is actually a small part of a company that can buy that one can buy and own. So you can, if you buy that a particular share from a company, it means that you own that particular portion of the company. So just imagine, maybe something like a pizza, or yeah, I think that's the most easiest thing I can think of dividing. So imagine pieces of pizza. Imagine a pizza actually, because I don't want to use biscuit. Biscuit can be broken, but then it's funny. I think pizza can be cut into. You can deliberately divide pizzas into the size of your choice. So imagine a pizza cut into 10 slices. Yeah. So each slice represents a share of the pizza. So each slice of the pizza is one share. So if you buy one slice, you own 1 of 10 of that pizza. So similarly, when you buy shares of a company, you are actually buying a small part of that company. So the more shares you buy, the bigger your ownership of the slice becomes. So for example, from the example of the pizza, if you buy 5, you've divided the pizza divided into 10, you've bought 5 part, then you actually own a bigger share. Maybe if there are 3 to 4 people on that particular pizza. So the company is pizza, the shares is the slice of pizza. So buying shares mean buy the slice of the company, owning shares mean owning part of the company. So, and when you own share, you can actually receive a portion of the company's profits, like dividends, which was in the last example that I cited. And you can actually vote on company decisions if you own enough shares. Like maybe you buy 7 out of the 10 slices of pizza, something like that. And then also you can actually sell your shares to someone else. So that's actually what a share is that's what a share is in a nutshell. So it is actually very, very advisable to make deep research, your personal research, do your own research on this before making your investment decisions based on this. So because it's not just something that you can dive into, make deeper findings, but then I'm sure that this video can give you a head start into your informed decisions. So you've seen what the company revenue looks like. You've seen that this is actually reflecting an operational efficiency, the ability to generate revenue. Also, their net profit is not in negative, so they have no loss so far for the past 10 years as recorded here in their net profit. So this is actually a very if I'm to judge, I would say that the company, the Fidelity Bank, are actually in a good state of financial health. So let me bring this video to a close. I really want to thank you for staying till the end, and if I would advise, which is not the final conclusion, I would say this might be worth the risk of investment, looking at the state of health of this particular company in the last 10 years. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you staying up till now, and then until we see again in my next video, please, if you like this video, do well to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you get notified whenever I upload another video like this. And then I forgot to mention, I think the sales of the shares of Fidelity Bank Nigeria is actually on up to July 29. I think it's elapsing July 29, 2024, and I don't know when they'll put it on sale again. I don't know if they have any intentions of extending that. So besides that, I don't think there's anything more. So thank you very much, and then until we see you again, bye.